Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I hope you are having a fantastic start to January 2025. I'm going to do Roxy's weekly challenge again this week. So last week I did it combined with Trashcraft Tuesday, and it would have fit for me to do the same this week, but I had something else I wanted to do for Trashcraft Tuesday. So I'm just doing Roxy's weekly challenge all on its own, as I did last year. So, envelope project, love a good envelope project. And first off, I've got a used envelope here, and I need to just slice it open at top and bottom. So it's already open this way. So we need it to flap right out. I'll link Rachel's video in the description box below if you want to go and watch Rachel's inspiring video. Thoroughly recommend watching multiple takes on Roxy Weekly Challenge. Sorry, stumbling over my words. Roxy's Weekly Challenge, because each one gives you some different inspiration. You know, people do things differently, so that's my little plug there. Okay, so we need to turn it inside out. Now, I'm not exactly sure why we turn it inside out. I really don't know. I don't know what the idea is behind that, apart from maybe having the white space to write on. But if I turn this inside out, I don't want my window at the bottom. And I think Rachel's envelopes, the window must be on the other side somehow. I don't quite know how that works. Maybe theirs is on. I don't know. So I need to do it this way. So my flip, I think, needs to be this way. Does it? Or this way? Okay, I think I can still make it work. I'm a little confused. You may pick that up. It's a couple of days since I watched the video, and like, to me it looks like my envelope is back to front, what Rachel was working with. Maybe that's just me being confused. So I want to just tidy this edge up a little bit where I opened it up. It's just a little bit rough than what I want. I am not going for grungy on this, so I'm just going to tidy up a few little chinks out of there. You don't have to if you want to leave it torn look, all good. So I'm just doing that at the top. Now this, when we turn it inside out, this part needs to be in a little, so we don't want it. So I'm just lining up here to get it straight. So how much do I want to take off? I'm going to try about there. See if that's going to be good. You want one side to be shorter than the other, is what we're going for. Is that going to come off? No, that's pretty stuck. Just looking for anything that we might want to kind of remove. I think I'm going to damage it if I try and remove that, so I'm just going to pop a little glue in under there. Rachel took those flaps off, the flaps that are from gluing it down, but mine are pretty well stuck, so I'm just going to let them sit there. Now, I'm not going to trim this end yet because we need to make a pocket. So, see, now I've wondered whether I needed to do this side short, which possibly I did, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's still going to work. It's just going to be maybe a little back to front from what Rachel did. So we're going to fold up about there. So that's going to be a wee pocket. This part is, so we need to take off this part here. So I'm just going to trim that out. I really should watch the video and then make the project close together so it sticks in my brain a bit better on what the process is. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's taking the inspiration. It doesn't have to be identical. And neither should it be identical, actually. There's a fun bit I can save for collaging with the pretty blue pattern. Seem to be a little bit throaty this morning too. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. Oh, I didn't cut that very straight, so I'm just going to re-press that. So that's our pocket, and rather than trim it with the craft knife, I'm just going to take care of the jiggy bits with my scissors. Right, put the craft knife away. So we've got our pocket here. You could actually even flip it around and have your pocket on the inside if you wanted. That would be a variation, which is quite fun. I quite like that idea actually of having the pocket on the inside, but I'm just going to trim that down a little bit more so that it doesn't bind on the fold. So already I am starting to deliberately go off book, just slightly, just a little variation. I'm not going to glue it down yet, however. Right, so we need to collage it. We're going to decorate it up. Right, so I've grabbed out my digital scraps here. Just kind of try and arrange myself so you might see something of what I'm choosing from. And it's kind of in screen. I can't have it under the screen, otherwise I've got nowhere to work. Ooh, shall I go bold and bright? It could be a bit of a change, a bit fun, but have I got some other scraps that would pair with that? Okay. Not sure that that's a good pairing. I might have to ditch the first paper if I can't find anything that's going to go with it. Totally different colorway. Kind of looking at a different color palette now. And seeing where I'm heading. These are actually, incidentally, all my own papers, which wasn't deliberate, just pulling from scraps. Could inject a little bit more of another colour. Okay, so we'll put these other two back. So this one is not mine. That one is from Rach and Bella Crafts. But these other three actually no, that one's not mine either. I don't think. Or is it? I can't remember. Don't ask me the hard questions. Not sure that goes actually. Let's stick with these. I think these all work together. So let's tear off a piece, and it's going to be very simple collage. I'm not going to make it too complicated. I'm going to use larger pieces. Grab out our glue stick, which is rapidly running out on me. I can see the blue of the plastic that holds the glue in. So we're almost out of this one. We can almost check off one glue stick for 2025. Now, I did start this one in 2024, so it may be a little unfair. Maybe I should mark it down as half a glue stick. But it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll just put it down as one. When I've finished with it, we'll put it down as one. Come on, glue. Here we go. Glue's being a little shy this morning. Needs a little encouragement. If you could send it nice thoughts, and our glue will work really nicely. So I've running short of time today. I set up really early to get the video done because I've got a class that I need to be online for at 9 AM. But then I got distracted. I grabbed out some meat for dinner, and now I haven't gone right to the edge of that, but that will be all right. Made lists of prompts that have been given to me for the collage stories, and took care of a few business, and suddenly I realized I've got like 50 minutes to get my video done and get myself into my office, load Zoom, open up Illustrator. It's like, wow, I've wasted, well, not wasted some time, but I've running out of time. Something on that is not straight. I don't know whether I've torn it crooked or whether it was previously torn crooked or what. Which way up does it go? Just by and by. Goes that way up. Not that it matters. Like, if I can't tell, then only the musicians amongst us would actually know. There's no numbers or letters on this little part. Now, I have got a white edge, so to fix that, because I haven't been collaging very accurately, I might just use a strip of washi tape. Yeah, I did not tear this bit straight. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Now, what I should have done actually is wrapped it around onto the back. I think I'm psyching myself out by doing silly things, not thinking it through properly. Right, I need an image in here, and that's something I had not pre-planned. So, what do I have that would fit in there and look nice? Don't think I've got any ephemera to hand, or do I? I might have. Just give me a sec. Hopefully I've grabbed the right folder. Yes, I have. One of these older pieces in my stash. Are they going to be big enough? Yes, that one's got a black mark from the printer where it printed weirdly. That's really cute. Felt like it didn't really show up enough though. What about these? These are from Pastor's Wife Digis. Oh, that could be quite lovely. What about this one? Oh, I like her. Let's go with her. Just going to roughly tear her out first. I need to do more with these. I forget about them because they're in this folder. I've barely used them. I guess cabinet card style images of old photographs. And this is printed on my good paper. I can totally tell the difference. Beautiful quality paper, the presentation paper I use. It's quite a bit thicker than copy paper. Well, in terms of GSM, it's not a heap thicker. It's 100 compared to my usual 80, but it's just got a quality about it. Like, I can pick up 120 GSM paper and it feels basically like copy paper. It doesn't feel that different, but this presentation paper does feel different. Okay, so we're going to pop her in there, in the window. Now, which way do we want? Do we want it showing on the outside, or do we want it showing on the inside? I can't remember which way Rachel did it, but I'm going to have it showing on the inside. So I'm just going to go around the edge of the window with my tacky glue. Whoops, not on the window preferably. And then I'm going to go around the outside of this. Sorry, it needs to be on the front. So used to gluing on the back, but this needs to be on the front. You only really need one or the other, but I prefer to have both. Right, now I need to line it up where I want it, and that's looking pretty good. it's not straight. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. She's just slightly leaning backwards, but I don't think you can actually tell. So that's the inside. So now that I've done that, I can collage over top of that. So let's trim this down. What are you all up to today? As I said, I'm doing a course at the moment. It's a course on pattern design, and it starts at 9 AM my time, and it's live, so you can watch the replay, but I want to be there for the live because then you have the opportunity. It's more interactive and I'm learning heaps, and then if I need to re-watch the replay, then I'm like building on top of the knowledge. Right, I'm going to wrap this bit around. Since I forgot to wrap this section around, I'll wrap the other way, if you get my meaning. I don't know that I'm being very clear. It's just kind of a weird morning. It really is. I feel discombobulated. It's a good word, isn't it? Discombobulated. It's kind of exactly how I feel. I feel like I'm not functioning brain-wise. Oh, look, I can see the blue. Functioning properly. I seem to be all over the show. So, you know, what you get, that's what it is. You're getting me, the authentic me, nothing else but the authentic me, whatever I happen to be like on any particular day. We're just a bunch of friends hanging out, doing a bit of creative stuff, having some fun. And that is good, isn't it? Isn't it good? No pressure. Right, so I'm going to wrap that around there. So it's going to make it a little bit bulkier than what I should have done. I should have just wrapped one around and then collaged from that point, but that's okay. Right, let's put a nice big section of this one. Trim off there and probably take off just a smidge of the top. So yes, no polished, perfectly worded video over in this corner, particularly on a day like this. All right, can I get enough glue out of this glue stick to do this piece? I can feel the plastic scraping. I think we'll be okay, but I might have some edges lift because I haven't got enough glue on there. I've scraped it off with that blue, but that one's done. We're going to call that glue stick number 1 for 2025, even though it's really only half. That's our secret, just you and I. We'll keep that a secret. Count it as 1. Now, do I want that much wraparound? Probably not. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Right, make sure I cover right up to the top. So I've got an edge down here as well that's not covered properly. I'm just a mess today, my friends. Just a mess. Right, that's looking cool. I love how that looks. So we need to cover that. My fingers are very sticky. So let's, again, I might want to wrap that around a little bit. This is going to reinforce the pocket as well, so it's going to make it nice and sturdy. Let's get rid of that little bit. Wrap it around just a little bit underneath. Right, new glue stick at the ready. Oh, breaking in a new glue stick, isn't it a very fine thing? And I love the smell of these ones. They are really yummy to smell. It's hard to describe. It's almost a fruity smell. Very yummy. You know, it's not a typical glue smell. Right, line that up there. And then wrap that around the bottom. So I've got extra bulk, absolutely, that I didn't actually need to have, but that's fine. Fine as. Okay, just might need to trim that down a little bit because I've gone over the edge and we don't want that binding. Okay, that's good. Let's, do I want a thumb notch out of that? Maybe. Looking for my hole punch. Just a little one. Little thumb notch, not a little punch because that's my biggest circle punch. And let's ink that before I glue it down. Right, so close the pocket. Oh, you know what? I've made a mistake. The idea is that this whole thing is a pocket. So this pocket should be on the outside. And then this is supposed to be a pocket here. So this is supposed to be glued down. And I've gone and put the image in the window. So, yeah. This is completely different to what Rachel did. So I do recommend you go and watch Rachel's video for the correct method, which is not what I've done at all. I have completely 100% made a boo-boo. I don't really want that there. What else have I got? Oh, here's another one of mine. This has got some pink in it, but I think that'll be all right if we go with pink. Just bringing in that extra colour. I can live with it because I've completely mucked up this project. But hey, we're just following where the mishaps lead us. And it's not a bad thing. Guys, if you make a mistake, like I have, and I've completely changed what the project was, it's absolutely okay. By doing that, you actually unlock new ideas. It's not wrong. It's just different. And different is perfectly fine. So don't get too caught up in having to... Now, do I want to do that right to there? Or no, I think I just want to cover the text there. Just have a strip. But far enough in that it goes under my flap. Yeah, so don't get too caught up and it's like, oh no, I made a mistake, you know, the whole thing's wrecked. Not at all. Unless it's something you really, really hate. In that case, I'd say just keep going, keep adding stuff until you actually like it. Keep playing with it. Make a different fold, add a pocket on. You know, nothing's ever wasted, nothing's ever lost, even if it's a learning process that you just learn. Now, I might wrap that around top and bottom. I think that's what I'll do. So instead of having a pocket with another wee pocket, we're going to have a flip out with the inside pocket and writing space. So yeah, completely different. Will I go back and do the other project? I still have a little time. Maybe we should attempt to do the right way. I don't know. Are you game for watching me bumble around? Right. So put that down the edge. I'm going to fold over top and bottom. And that just brings some of that paper onto the outside of our piece. Yep. Okay, so I have lots of edges where I haven't like collaged properly. I think I'm going to not worry about it too much. Apart from this edge, which is your flap open edge, I think that would be nice to put some washi tape on. So I'm just looking. I do have a green washi tape here. It's running low actually. It's a green and black. It's a floral. Hydrangeas, I think. The florals in black and white, and then the background's green. So let's just put a piece of that right down the edge. Now I haven't added extra glue, so if it lifts I will just come in. Oops, now that's going over our pocket, but only by a little, so I should have put it on before I glued the pocket down. See, it's just a learning curve. If I make more of these, I just need to remember to do things in the right order. And to remember what I'm trying to make in the first place. Otherwise, we end up with yet another variation. So all in all, I think we still have a really lovely piece. You could write here. We could add a label or something up the top, some decoration, or it could be left. Decorate this side up. Then in here we've got a little pocket, and then we've got writing space all around. So it's not a waste. It's absolutely a usable, fun piece of ephemera. I'm thinking, do I want another lady? Potentially need another lady to go on the front. If I can re-find where they were in my file here. Let's have a look. Sorry, my chair is very squeaky. So what would fit nicely? She's got a hat on, and I'm looking at maybe this one with the hat. This one also has a hat, but this is more sepia toned. Not that it matters. This one's also got a hat, but I'm loving the style of this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with that one. Can't cut and talk apparently, which would be about par for this video. No, talking and crafting kind of got me into trouble, going a bit sideways. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Just wondering, do I want to take a little bit off the top of that image? Just a little smidge. Take some of that grey off. I'm going to ink around her. Do I want to square edge? Yeah, I think I'll leave a square edged. And I've got another idea too. It's very old photos that this digital's made from. So I'm thinking a bit of old tape, which I don't have, but we could quickly whip some up. Just going to use tacky glue for this, just because my glue page is very sticky and I don't want any glue on her pretty face. I don't think I really do have enough time to start on another one, so go watch Rachel's video for the proper project. Oh man. Right, I've got some tracing paper here. Just want to take a section, just a small section. It's very curly. Can I quickly make some fake old looking tape? So I'm going to just cut a strip and maybe 2 strips. I'm going to use Sharpies, and I don't know if this is going to work, guys. It's just an oh, do I want to try bronze? Just an experiment. It's either going to work or it's not. So I'm just going to colour it in with the Sharpie. Sharpie stays on the tracing paper, or vellum if you're using vellum. Whereas other things can rub off, so you need to test what you're using, whether it will stay on or just rub off. Like if you're using just plain old stamp pad ink, it will rub off, but if you're using stays on, it will dry and stay. So just test out your supplies and see what's going to work. Okay, so that's that. Now I want a yellow. It's a lighter and a darker yellow. Okay. Now I'm not sure whether I should do this or whether I should just go with the copper. Actually, that's quite nice just with the copper. I'm going to go just with the copper colour. It's a metallic Sharpie. Now, just want to, you know, you tear tape, so I want to give it torn edge look. Probably not quite so much. Like that. So I'll put that there, and I'm just using tacky glue. It will mostly disappear, but I'm okay if it shows. It doesn't bother me too much, but it does just mostly the glue I'm using. Again, you might have to test your glue as to what works and what doesn't, what gives you the results that you want. Okay, and oops, that was an interesting tear, but I kind of like that. So this photo of the lady's just kind of been sellotaped onto something. That's the appearance that we've got going. I love it. I have never tried the bronze before for doing that, and I love the bronze. I think it works really well. Okay, I do have some glue lines, but again, I'm not worried about it. It just adds to the look, adds some texture, and that is fine by me. Okay, so that is today's project. Completely different to Rachel's weekly challenge, but using the same base, the same envelope turned inside out. you know, that's fine. It's fine. I am going to give it a little snip on the corners there. I mean, you could not collage the back of this and have that on your page as a pocket, and then have it flip out as writing space with another pocket. That would be a really cool way. I would actually like to do that, but I've collaged the back. So this one I'll leave floating, but you know, I love the idea of putting that on a page, having a pocket here, and then a flip out. I think that would be cool. Actually, just got a wee snippet of the faux tape. I'm just put it in the rubbish bin. Like, do we want, oh, I've got a, oh, that's the yank transferred. That's okay. No, we're not going to add tape on her. She's just going to be there, beautiful as she is. Okay. So snip the corners. Do I want to snip these corners? Yes, I do. Snip that one. That shouldn't interfere with the pocket at all. And then let's do these ones as well. Got little bits all over my desk. I've been ping, ping, ping. I'll get that one because it's gone in amongst my papers. So all I need to do to finish it off is ink around it. I could put something down here on the pocket. These images are too big, so, or I might leave it or do a label. We've got a few minutes. Let's grab a label from the Junk Journal Studio. Coffee, 1 cent. I like that. Let's go with that. That was an easy decision. It's already beautifully distressed, but I am going to still ink around it just to give it a little more of a frame around. And there's a little bit of white there from when I was cutting it out. So, right, back to the glue stick. I'll use glue stick for this. You've got the flaps from the envelope there. I'm not worried about those. You can still write over top. I don't think that's a problem. It just adds another little interest, subtle interest. I'm just going to pop that right in the middle-ish. Cool. It's ready to go, apart from inking, which I won't do on camera, just to save you that part of the process. Okay, so take it or leave it. It is what it is. I made a big mistake, but I love how it turned out. I do still need to go ahead and make Roxy's weekly challenge though, but I probably won't do it on camera. Just the idea is that that's glued down, that's a pocket, that's decorated. The window will have the picture on the other side so that you see it on the outside, and have some writing paper around so it can be written on. And that's it. Thanks for joining me, my friends. Thank you for coming on this adventure of mucking up a challenge. But that's fine. Take care, my friends. Have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.